Okay, so pre-pledge is the process of collecting verbal pledges before we launch a crowdfunding campaign. Pre-pledge is the last step that we need to take in order to answer the important question, can we run a successful crowdfunding campaign together? Pre-pledge is also strategic in lining up some contributions before we launch the crowdfunding campaign, which is going to help ensure that we have a really strong launch. If this is your first time doing pre-pledge, we only want you to speak with the top 5 favorite people on your list. This conversation can be done in person, it can be done over the phone. Either option is fine. Just make sure that you're not doing this conversation over text, over email. This needs to be a real-time conversation where someone can hear your voice. They can hear that you're excited about this project. This is a really good opportunity to engage people and inspire them to support the project early on, especially because these are people that you're close with. So, when we say verbal pledges, what this means is no one's writing you a check, no one is donating to the actual campaign because, of course, right now we don't have a campaign for them to donate to. So, this is really just about having conversations with people and for them giving you a verbal pledge, hence the term pre pledge. So, what we'd like you to do is have this conversation. And at the end of the conversation, what you'll do is you'll get an actual number, a contribution amount that the person is willing to give, and you'll put that number into your network list here under the pre-pledge column. So what I'm going to do right now is just walk you through this conversation. I'm going to do your side of the conversation so you have a good sense of your talking points, how to structure the conversation, what this conversation will be like. So if you're watching this video, you're already looking at the pre-pledge guide. The script in the pre-pledge guide starts at step 5 here. So I'm just going to jump in and role play your side of the conversation. So one of the reasons that I wanted to give you a call today was that I wanted to give you an update on my music project. Are you, first of all, familiar with the concept of crowdfunding? And so now you'll choose if the person says yes or no. Let's just say that they're not familiar with crowdfunding because that's a longer version of the script. So crowdfunding, these are websites like Kickstarter, Indiegogo, where artists and entrepreneurs can run their own online fundraising or pledge campaigns for their projects. The goal of crowdfunding is to create an avenue for people like me to collect modest donations from as many people as possible. And they're really effective in doing so. And this is, of course, going to take some planning on my part. So I actually am thinking about launching one of these crowdfunding campaigns to raise funds for my project. I've been working on a lot of new material, and I've been talking with a producer in Boston who has a great studio. He also happens to have a lot of experience running these crowdfunding campaigns and has agreed to help me run the campaign and record the album. So the funds that I raise for the album will cover all of my production costs and will give me the resources I need to really take my music to the next level. So really successful crowdfunding campaigns are really fueled by support from friends and family. So before I set anything in stone, I'm just reaching out to my closest network right now to get a sense of support, and I wanted to know if this is something you would be interested in supporting. So you're talking with someone that you're super close with, so it's really likely that they're going to say yes. So you click yes. So next you would say, great. Any amount you can give is going to be greatly appreciated and helpful. Donations start around $10 and they go all the way up to around $1,000. That's just the typical scale for these crowdfunding campaigns. And what I'm trying to do now is just get a feel for my starting point with the campaign. Would you mind giving me an estimate of how much you'd consider donating just for my planning purposes? And so you're going to get one of two responses here. They're going to say yes and provide you an amount, or they say I'm unsure and just keep me posted. In most cases, people will give you a specific amount. So you click yes and simply thank them for their generosity, and then go back to the network list, put that number into the network list, and then go back through the script and repeat with 4 more people to complete your first round of pre-pledge. So we'll have you start with your top 5 people in your favorites column. Once you've finished this round of pre-pledge, stop for now. About half the time we'll ask you to go out for a second round only if we need more information. and about half the time that'll be enough. And so we don't want you to do more pre-pledge than is necessary. Also, from a strategic standpoint, better not to talk to more people than you need to this early out. So we'll just play that by ear and stop after 5 this week. So get out there, do some pre-pledge, and go team.